Very good afternoon to you. Welcome back once again to the Antrim Forum in Northern Ireland, and this is now match number 3 of the 6 scheduled for today. The Netball Europe Open Championships, brought to you live and exclusive by QTV Sports and Stream UK. Scotland, the Scottish Thistles, taking on South Africa. This not part of the European Championships itself. South Africa, one of the 2 invitational sides invited to join in the competition this year, along with Trinidad and Tobago, who lost to England a short while ago. South Africa, ranked number 6 in the world, have travelled to Northern Ireland, and their opening match of the day today and of the championships against the Scottish team, who are ranked 11 in the world. I'm Alison Mitchell, and I'll be with you for all 4 days of this live action from Antrim, and we have as well full live coverage of the development section of this event, which features Ireland, Malta and Switzerland. Don't forget that if you want to watch coverage across all 4 days, you can buy a tournament pass for $19.95. That gives you access to all the 21 matches through until Sunday afternoon, and if you want to do it day by day, well then that's £9.95. So we do hope that you stick with us throughout, because it's going to be a thrilling few days of competition with the World Cup in Sydney on the horizon. So this is what's coming up for the rest of today. Earlier on, Ireland beat Switzerland, England beat Trinidad and Tobago, and later England play again against South Africa, capping off the day's events. Wales, Northern Ireland and Switzerland will also take to the court for a second time in one day to play Malta. But to events here, I'm with Geraldine Moore, Head of Development at Netball Scotland, who will know these players you see in front of you very well indeed. Jerry, how are you doing?
Hi Alison, thanks very much. Yeah, watched these girls come through the ranks over the years, so yeah, proud to be here supporting them, but obviously supporting netball across Europe over the championship weekend. You
came 9th in the Commonwealth Games. Did that sit around about with your expectations?
Yeah, our target was 8th, so we just narrowly missed out on that, but certainly it's a good place, and we've progressed through the world rankings since then, rising to 11th just in the last 6 weeks. That been announced, so we're on the move.
Yeah. Well, let's have a look then at the Scotland lineup. This is the squad in full, and the starting 7 are all players who featured in the Commonwealth Games. Hayley Mulhern, the captain, at goalkeeper. At goal defence is Fiona Thiemann, one of 2 Australian-born players in the side, the other being Rachel Forbes at wing defence. Centre is Claire Brownie. Sam Murphy wins her 50th cap playing at wing attack. Goal attack, Lindsay Gallagher. Gemma Soul at goal shooter for South Africa. Then they have a couple of new caps in their starting 7. We'll have a look at their full squad for you. They're actually missing a couple of their more experienced players. Bongi Msomi, who's played in the Super League, isn't here. So the South Africa squad, if we're able to have a look at... we'll tell you the starting 7 for South Africa then. At goalkeeper is Adele Niemans. 2 new caps, one of which is at goal defence, Rochelle Lawson. Wing defence is Precious and Tembo. Erin Berger takes up her position at centre. Wing attack, Lauren Christians winning her first cap for South Africa. At goal attack, Marika Holtzhausen, the captain, plays for Loughborough Lightning as well, to be familiar to many watching today. Goal shooter is Lenise Potgeiter. So Geraldine, quite a lineup. South Africa, a couple of new caps. Scotland have, by comparison, quite a lot of experience.
Yeah, it's experience, but certainly it's still a youthful side. You know, the squad are in general ages 20 to 25, you know, so yes, a depth of experience, but a touch of youth here also.
I have to say that there is a lot of noisy support for Scotland in the arena.
Yeah, the Thistles Army are on the march, proud to say they're here in full voice, and I think we have another plane load arriving in the morning, Alison.
And what's going to constitute a successful Europe Open for this Scotland side, would you say?
Yeah, obviously, you know, it's very tight between Northern Ireland, Wales and Scotland. You know, the last few times we've competed, there's been a handful of goals and it's gone one way and t'other. So Scotland would be looking to close out both those matches, as will Wales and Northern Ireland, Alison. So yeah, there's going to be some very interesting competitions here over the weekend.
Well, both Scotland and South Africa have qualified for the World Cup in Sydney. Scotland in the group alongside England, Jamaica and Samoa. South Africa with Malawi, Singapore and Sri Lanka. So World Cup places at stake as these players get underway and look to impress their respective coaches. So early opportunity then for Scotland to get a score on the board, and Lindsay Gallagher getting
Yeah,
them
it's always
with the goal.
nice to net the first opportunity, so composed and confident shot there put up by Lindsay Gallagher.
Erin Berger, centre for South Africa, the long ball in, straight to Potgieter, free inside the circle, doesn't make the shot.
Yeah, contact call against her there, so Scotland with the penalty pass now bringing the ball through with Sam Murphy possession.
Another turnover.
Yeah, just taking the teams as usual. A little bit of time to settle as in the first quarter. Few basic mistakes, but Scotland again back in possession.
Very busy looking player, Sam Murphy, on the ball now.
Yeah, she's an exceptionally fast and athletic young player.
Nice shots at distance from Gemma Soul. Scotland lead 2-0. Whoa, huge long ball in. She's got a big reach, has Soul.
Oh, she's been called. Sorry, Alison.
I know, I was just about to mention Gemma Soul. I've got a tweet from her father, no less, David Soul, who is a former Scotland rugby captain, British and Irish Lion, who says, good luck to Netball Scotland Thistles against South Africa and in the rest of the Netball Europe Championships. And he says, shoot hoops, Gemma Soul.
Great supporter of the Scottish Thistles, David Soul. In fact, the whole Soul family. Usually here with us in fine voice.
At the moment, though, South Africa with the shooting opportunity. And the goal will stand. No. In fact, infringement called.
Yeah, I didn't actually hear what that was for, Alison. It may have been a time infringement. So, ball again with Scotland as they bring it through quite confidently in the hands of Lindsay Gallagher. Long shot. She's got a second opportunity here as the goal defence has been called for contact.
Nicely done.
Yeah, and Scotland certainly off to a flying start at the moment.
Yeah, against a team ranked above them in the world. South Africa ranked 6th and Scotland 11th in the world rankings. So there is a gap between the two, but at the moment Scotland do have that lead. So Potgieter, can she get South Africa on the board? No, not yet. Scotland are moving the ball down court very effectively.
Yep. Exactly where you want it. Great feed in from Claire Brownie after a strong drive to the top of the circle.
Yep. Well, Scotland 4-0 up. This is a very slow start from South Africa.
Yeah, and we have a timely timeout by the South African centre.
I think they might just be gathering themselves together, perhaps having a bit of a chat about...
Yeah, not exactly in the rules, but it is something we see in the modern game, Alison, and yeah, I would assume this is a little time for them to regroup and get their thoughts together. The Scotland team will stay focused. It is something they're used to coping with, so...
Yeah, is Erin Berger... well, there is some ice being applied. She's done her shoelaces up as well.
Yeah.
But no. Well, here's the Scotland squad then. That's been a very quick start for them. And Hayley Mulheren, the captain, 82 caps to her name. The most experienced player in the Scotland squad. Just sum up what she brings to the team.
Yeah, Hayley's a tenacious defender. She has been with the squad, it feels, a very, very many years now. So huge experience for a young girl in the squad and really leads that team by example. She's vocal, she's tenacious, she is a never say die girl. She'll fight to the end for every ball. So yeah, great experience to have at the back of the court for Scotland.
But quite new to the captaincy, though, having taken over after the retirement of Lindsay McDonald. Just
yeah,
after the
Leslie, she retired after the Commonwealth Games. Hayley was her vice captain, so I'm sure she was mentored very, very well by her very experienced Leslie.
Claire Brownie with the centre pass then, getting us back underway.
Yep, that's just too much hesitation in the ball there by Brownie, but maybe not a lack of options around her, so she'll be looking to get the girls backing her up a little bit better.
Michelle Lawson finding Christians. Lawson moving up court again. Berger with the long ball. Too long. There's another long one. That does make hand. Yes, that was a good move from Scotland. Oh.
Yeah, good chase down by Gemma Soul there.
She did a very good job keeping that ball in play.
Yeah, I think she potentially expected Lindsay Gallagher to take the shot and wasn't quite prepared. Neiman's quite frustrated in there. She's been called quite consistently by the umpire for contact against Lindsay Gallagher, so she'll have to understand what she's doing, what the umpire's seeing, and tidy that up.
Gemma Soul did well to keep that ball in play again that time. Resulted in the goal. 5-goal advantage now for Scotland. The lower ranked side.
Yeah, it's all about consistency now and consolidating this lead and staying focused. I'm sure South Africa will keep fighting all the way.
Here's Holtzhausen. And South Africa get on that scoreboard. A bit of a juggle in the hands, but yep, she can make it from there. Lindsay Gallagher in her 51st match for Scotland.
Yeah, and on that note, Alison, we've got Sam Murphy at the wing attack position, winning her 50th cap, so a bit of a landmark day for Sam.
Yep, and Sasha Corbin reached that landmark in the previous match today for England. And a few landmarks should be celebrated.
Yeah.
Brownie again. Now can Gemma Soul get free? Real snatch at that ball, making sure no one else was going to get it.
Yep.
Oh, brilliant work from the captain.
Take. Unfortunate for Haley that it fell into South African hands because it was a fantastic interception. And a held ball called against South Africa, so excellent pressure from the defensive unit of the Scottish Thistles.
Yep, they're certainly closing down options in the South Africa attacking third, but now the Scottish attacking third doing its business. Oh, not quite. There's a certain degree of physicality out on course at the moment.
I think this is something we'll see over the weekend in every match, Alison. It's a very physically contested game now. It's no longer the no contact sport we all used to see. Good pressure in the centre pass there, yeah. Ball just not caught within the centre third for South Africa, so Scotland in possession.
Oh, good interception.
Lovely take by the wing defence.
Precious from Tembo that was. And she's there again looking to feed that ball down into the circle.
And again, Scotland have won the ball.
Stepping out of court.
Yeah, unfortunate because it was well read and well taken by our South African centre there.
So it'll be Claire Brownlee with the thrown from the sideline, battling to get free. Lindsay Gallagher, she does a good job. Yeah, Sol wants it. She had to have a fight for it. Came off second best.
Great feed in, a lovely take.
Yep. Potgieter putting it away for South Africa. Rachel Forbes with the ball. Yeah, Sol's going to have a go from there. Brilliant shooting. Calm and composed.
And now we see the South African shooter being called. She is wrapping her arms around Hayley, looking for a bit of space here, and she has been pulled, so again that's something she'll be looking to tidy up. Great work by Lindsay Gallagher to fight for possession.
Gemma Sol was calling for it. She wanted that overhead pass. Oh, tumbling to the ground with Sam Murphy.
Oh, and that was a fantastic take by Neiman.
South Africa have got it in there. They're having to work really hard to do so, though.
Yeah, they're staying composed, using the pockets really, really well, driving off and on the circle. So a good bit of possession by South Africa there, leading to a goal.
Unsurprisingly, was that contact called?
Yeah. Oh, it's actually a timeout. Yeah, called by Gemma Sol there.
She has, yes. Left ankle, I think down there on court side, just having it looked at. But Scotland leading 8-4, very fast out of the blocks.
Yeah, it's a fantastic start, and it's one that they'll be very proud of, and I'm sure it's one that Gail Parata, the lead coach, has insisted on, hit out hard from the beginning. Yeah, it's all about consolidating that and keeping moving it forward now, Alison.
Well, this is Gemma Sol, who's down on the ground getting some treatment, a goal shooter. And has a lovely action, holding the ball up so high, using all of her height, extending that with the arms.
Yeah, you see her there again, just using that height and elevation to take the ball cleanly in the rebound.
And 6 foot tall, one of the taller players on court for South Africa. You see Marika Holtzhausen applied a trade successfully with Loughborough Lightning. And Lindsay Gallagher, the goal attack for Scotland. A good example again of Gemma Sol getting herself into position. She's so confident at shooting, she doesn't need to be right under the post.
She's happy to take the long shots, and you're looking for that in your shooters. You know, as Tracy Neville famously said last week, if you want to be a shooter, take the shot. So, you know, it's nice to see the long shots being attempted.
Gemma Sol is back on her feet again. So South Africa have got a lot of work to do here against a side ranked higher than them, trailing by 4 goals, 4.5 minutes to go in this first quarter, but it's Scotland who have that penalty shot attempt. So,
yeah, just a little bit of inexperience here from the goal defence. Just needs to get her feet round cleanly to take that ball from Gallagher.
Yep, and left for Gallagher to capitalise. Erin Berger then, centre pass. Precious and Tembe need some options. A bit of a limp there, is it? Sam Murphy is off screen at the moment.
Yeah, just watching there, you're right, Alison. She is sort of nursing her right ankle at the moment. She did take a bit of a hit, but did get up quite quickly and got on with it, so maybe she'll pick up some treatment at quarter time.
But there's Potgieter clawing one back for South Africa. Yep, she called for it well, Brownie. Gemma Sol, will she get the penalty shot? She will.
Yeah, I think Neiman's just jumping in. Oh, a bit of moisture in the court there, so Gemma Sol quite rightly asking the umpire to get that looked at and attended to.
Yep. Well, those sweat marks to try and get them off court for safety reasons. So Gemma Sol looking to put Scotland into double figures. 3 minutes left in this first quarter. What a quarter it's been for Scotland.
Yeah, and of course this is a test match, so it is a ranking match here, so South Africa will come out blazing in the second quarter. They're not going to go down lightly here. They're just overfeeding that there, which from Berger, who's a very experienced player.
Yeah, Berger has 70 caps to her name, the South Africa centre. She's running around and trying to get free. She gets the ball now.
Nice little reverse pass there from Sam Murphy.
Penalty again called against the South Africa goalkeeper.
Yeah, she's just been asked there by the umpire to tidy up. She's moving as Gemma Sol's put the shot up, which obviously hampers the shot, so Sol had a second attempt, which is put away.
Turnover. Can South Africa make the most of this? A lack of options.
Yeah,
Scotland closing down.
Scotland are flooding that centre court. You can see the 5 of them set up really, really well.
Here's Berger. Finds Mthembu.
It's a good just swing the ball across the circle there.
Chance for Holtzhausen.
Lovely clean shot, bringing the score to Scotland 11, South Africa 6. Lindsay Gallagher just couldn't keep herself on side there.
She knew it, didn't she?
Yeah, she knew.
Yeah, another clean one from Holtzhausen.
Yeah, that was an excellent quick 1-2 between Holtzhausen and Berger.
Gallagher, good vision.
Good backup from Fiona Thiem in there. Scotland not pushing the ball in.
But beautifully into Gemma Sol in the end. Oh, she makes that
Fantastic.
rebound.
Yeah, great rebound from Sol in between the 2 South African defence. She really shouldn't have won it, but she did.
End of the first quarter approaching.
Yeah, the umpire's holding time there, just aware it's 10 seconds to go in South Africa on the attack.
Berger looking to feed into the circle, but that's the end of the first quarter, and it has belonged to Scotland, who have hefty support here in Northern Ireland. Scotland 12, South Africa 7 at quarter time. Well, Jerry Moore, Head of Development at Netball Scotland, you must be delighted with that first quarter.
Ever so happy. But yeah, as I say, it's all about consistency now. What happens in the next quarters is every bit as important. So Gail Parata and Jill Thornton, the management team there, the coaches, will be really focused on what the girls need to do in the next quarter. I don't foresee any changes coming off the bench. I wouldn't expect them to, but you never know. But you know that the units are working very, very well.
Well, let's see if we can listen in to see what Coach Gail Parata has to say to her squad. Okay, well, the message there seemed to be about space, about the players moving more, about using the whole court. Does that tally, Jerry, with what you've seen?
Yeah, I think that's really obviously excellent advice from Gail there. You know, there is a whole court to use. We do say stay away from the sidelines at times, but yeah, using the width and depth of the court is vital to move this ball in the elite environment through the court here. So yeah, good advice from Gail Parata.
And Parata's had a couple of years with the squad now. She joined in December 2013.
Yeah, huge, you know, impact Gail Paratas has. She's just brought that experience from New Zealand straight into the Scottish environment. She's created, you know, a new way of working. The girls have so much self-belief in themselves, rightly so. They are talented young ladies, and yeah, they're certainly proving that today.
But this lead that Scotland have at half-time wouldn't have necessarily been expected.
No,
so Scotland travelled to South Africa for a series earlier.
Yeah, they travelled there last June, did a 3-match test series. They did not win any of those games, but they did narrow the gap game on game. So yes, some very focused targets for today, but I wouldn't have expected that to be the outcome at the end of the first quarter. So delighted, and I'm sure it will all be now what happens next time. This will be very interesting.
I think we just missed the end of the team talk. Can we hear what's been said? Well, South Africa fired up and ready to go for the second quarter. Then they trail 7-12 against Scotland. So their task to claw that back and get back in front, match their ranking. But at the moment, well, Scotland, if this is a measure of the progress they've made under Gail Parata, are matching South Africa every step of the way and beating them at the moment. Can they keep it up? That's the question. So, Brownie with the centre pass. Well, immediate strong defence from South Africa, keeping Sam Murphy in check. Oh, great athleticism shown there.
Yeah, Erin Burger, it's a fantastic take and a feed straight under post, and that's the start that South Africa would have been looking for. So South Africa centre pass.
Infringement right across that far side of the court. Gives Berger a chance to feed into circle once more. It's be a good way to South Africa to start their quarter.
Yeah, great defence of the shot there by Hayley Mulhern. Oh. She won't be too happy with that, but I'm sure she'll...
Two shots, two misses.
Yeah,
South
and
Africa.
she'll be happy to get possession back there, Hayley Mulhern.
Sol looking desperately to work it into the circle. Gallagher. She was there for the rebound, but so was South Africa. It was quite a challenge between the two tall players there, goalkeeper and goal shooter.
Yeah, it's a good match in there. They're both tall, athletic-looking players, and they're very, very contesting every ball.
Yep, she shouldn't be missing from under the net like that.
And Scottish Thistles will be looking to take this through to goal just to settle themselves in the second quarter here.
Murphy finds Gallagher. Murphy wants it again, gets it. Oh, clever, sneaky little ball. Yep, good shooting to back it up. A little nod of appreciation.
Yep, good job there by Sam Murphy.
She's flying in. Yep, good shot.
It's a lovely
good
shot.
Distance.
Yeah, contact called there against Erin Burger. Holds her hands up.
Gemma Sol making her presence felt.
Yeah, it's excellent for young players to watch, Gemma, so her defensive pressure is excellent for a goal shooter. And great fake of the ball by Claire Brownie there.
Opting to go back. I think she was challenged there all the way, Gallagher, for that ball.
Yep.
Risky pass. Whoa.
Oh. Fiona Thiemann just couldn't stop herself there, but reaching out the hand, just apologies.
She'll have to stand by her side for that one.
Yeah, it was a lovely move of South Africa. Fabulous feed under the post.
Huge long ball in. They put still 2 goals in it now.
And it's a South Africa centre pass, so yep, nice calm composure and a lovely feed.
Potgieter, yep, pulls it back to 1 goal difference. Scotland wants to wrestle things back here, create a bit more daylight.
It's a good swing of the ball over into the pocket to Claire Brownie. Yeah, just potentially forcing that ball in there, Alison, but Neiman's been called for contact on Lindsay Gallagher.
Beautiful shot. That's just what the Thistles need. It's what the Thistle Army are cheering for. Long ball. Feinberger. An equally long ball going back as well. Oh, Scotland's defence, they're closing off the options, but South Africa not panicking.
Yeah, just a little dip of the head there from Fiona Thiemann, lost sight of the ball.
Oh, nice interception. Good take as well, and in a handy position. Yep, I feel like South Africa's shooting has improved now as this quarter's gone on.
Yeah, and we've got another time out here.
Just as the scores go level.
Yeah, Claire Brownie just looking for some attention to her right ankle.
So 14 goals apiece. Scotland did have a 5-goal advantage at half-time. So South Africa, quarter time rather, so South Africa have got their heads together a little bit more, perhaps got a bit more focus, caught a little bit cold out of the blocks perhaps.
Yeah, it's probably not the start they anticipated from the Scottish Thistles, so I think they were caught on the hop, but certainly they're starting to pull back together. Some very calm, composed circle play and attack, and there's certainly the shooting percentages are pretty high in this quarter.
So Claire Brownie getting the treatment there. 65 caps for her country and plays for Scotstoun, the current domestic...
Scotstoun, yeah.
Scotstoun, the current domestic champions.
Yeah, so, well, we had the national finals at the weekend, and actually it was East Kilbride who won that, but Claire's had a very successful season with Scotstoun, and also down at Team Bath and played in the Super League this season, Alison, so she's had lots of court time, fought her way through well in Team Bath and became a key feature in that starting 7 over the last few games. So yeah, she's had lots of learning over the season.
South Africa being addressed there. Their coach is Benny Simon, who's appointed just in January of this year. A somewhat sudden resignation of their coach. You can see there, is that Holtzhausen? He's having some ice applied to her. Is that her side?
Yeah, I think it's maybe
a bit of a strain or a knock.
Yeah.
That familiar South Africa huddle.
Yeah, she hasn't called the timeout. She's just taken advantage of getting some treatment while the Scottish timeout's in play. So Claire Brownie back on her feet.
So all to play for, with the scores level in the second quarter as we head towards half-time. Scotland will have South Africa will have the first opportunity to score though and go ahead for the first time in the match if they can convert. Yes, and South Africa do take the lead. A slim one, but it's the first time they've been in front. Murphy, long ball down, finds Gallagher. Whoa, and I think she took a bit of a knock to the head as well as a slip.
Oh yeah, and didn't get the call she was looking for there.
South Africa do seem to have upped their own intensity somewhat.
Yeah, you can see the zone set up here by the Scottish Thistles. They're forcing the ball backwards. South Africa will just be looking for that long ball to play over this defence.
Chance for Potgieter then. Well, 2 goals is the lead, and suddenly the Thistle Army have gone a little bit quieter, Jerry.
Yeah, they have. I don't think that'll last for long though, Alison.
Do the Thistle Army have a captain? That's what I want to know.
Oh, no, but yeah, we'd maybe give Rory Monks a shout out. Rory's always in fine voice and
Excellent.
is the lead drummer of the Scottish Thistles.
There you go. I think lead drummer definitely counts as captain. Contact called on centre. So Claire Brownlee's going to be called back, stand by her side. Can they feed the ball in? It's a long shot for Holtzhausen, no, decides against it.
Yeah, she was just drawing Fiona Thiemann into the defence there to play the layoff ball. Scotland really needed that ball to sink there to get a bit of composure and refocus back in the game, but it's all about winning it back now.
South Africa doing much better at retaining possession at the moment. And working it in well again. They've really got the flow of the game behind them. It's almost going to be a brilliant intercept.
Oh, it looks as though the umpires changed their mind which way that ball's going there. Not to the liking of Hayley Mulhern.
No. Well, Scotland eventually win it back. Yep, they're standing too close, the goal shooter.
Oh, it's a lovely take by Claire Brownie.
Yep, that certainly helped Scotland's cause. They needed to score, just keep in touch with the South Africans. Yeah,
it's very easy for this scoreline to run away from you. So yeah, great goal by Gemma So, and good defensive work by Fiona Thiemann, keeping the pressure on South Africa.
Double marking going on in the circle at the moment. Potgieter seems much more accurate all of a sudden.
Yeah, they've certainly got her eye in.
Scotland who trail now by 3 goals as Murphy finds. Well, she had found Brownie. Will she go for the shots? Yes. Yeah, brave shots.
Yeah, that's good confidence booster for Lindsay Gallagher. Well, unfortunate for Claire Brownie there. She thought she got the clean tip, but called for contact.
Yep, yet again from Potgieter, looking really calm and collected now under the post for South Africa. Brownlee to Murphy, long ball in, finds Sol.
Rachel Forbes taking quite a few hits from the South African wing attack there, but standing strong.
The Thistles are finding their voice again.
I did tell you they would be quiet for long, Alison.
Well, she opts to give the... It's a shot for Gallagher. Yeah, well, that's what they wanted to see. All the Scotland fans who are packed into this Antrim Forum.
And that's a great defensive wall from the Scottish Thistles there, forcing the ball back. Let South Africa work their way through it and take the score out to 20-17.
Can Gallagher get free? She's fighting to get free. Nice shooting. It's what a team really needs at the moment. It just gives so much more confidence to the rest of the team, knowing that those opportunities are being put away. Yeah,
there's nothing more good for the team to see when you get that ball up to the shooting circle, the confident shooter putting it up and scoring consistently. And good work by Hayley Mulhern there.
Still just the 3 goals in it though. Scotland remain in touch.
Oh, that was excellent position by Lindsay Gallagher there.
Holtzhausen bursting through in defence. Sorry, Lawson, I beg your pardon. Can Murphy work it in? Sol then. She so often does almost a dummy shot, doesn't she? Lure
yeah,
the
she's luring the defence in. Yeah, it was a great triangle work there by South Africa from the ball in the pocket up to Berger at the top of the circle.
They're just not missing at the moment, are they?
No, they are not. Yeah, a bit of hesitancy there in the Scottish Thistles attack, so South Africa gained possession.
Really strong from Fiona Thiemann. Oh, the long ball's a good one. It's so much more clinical from South Africa. Approaching half time, they turn this quarter around.
Claire Browney instrumental in this Scottish Thistles move. I think she had every second pass there, Alison.
Gemma saying, yeah, get that ball back to me quickly. There's only 5 seconds on the clock. What a shot!
A great long-range shot from Lindsay Gallagher to narrow that gap back to 2. Good work from the Scottish Thistles at the end of the quarter.
Well, there's only 2 goals in it, but it's been turned around because it was Scotland who led by 5 after the first quarter. Now South Africa lead by 2. And well, Geraldine Moore, Netball Scotland, head of development. There's a little bit for them to think about, isn't it? They've kept in touch with South Africa, albeit they don't have the lead, but crucially they're still in touch.
Yeah, that's important because at the beginning of that quarter, South Africa looked as though they'd gone into a different level and they were going to run away with the quarter. But yeah, after maybe 3 goals in a row by South Africa, Scotland tidied things up and they're still in touch. So yeah, still lots to play for here.
The shooting of Gemma Sol was certainly key in that first quarter. the second quarter, fewer opportunities, and South Africa were making the most of all the turnovers and the chances they had at the far end.
Yeah, certainly very consistent shooting from South Africa in the second quarter has extended that lead quite considerably. The turnaround has been 7 in the quarter, I think, Alison. So, yeah.
Gemma Sol, 24 years of age, has a lot of netball left in her, certainly.
Yeah, as I say, depth of experience in this squad, but they are still a young set of players, so we've great potential for the future of this squad into this World Cup and beyond.
I think South Africa have now just woken up.
Yeah, it looks like that. I do think there's some changes coming. I think there's some bibs going on and off in the South African bench.
I think a lot of the philosophy of the South African coach, Kenny Saini, has been about taking them back to basics, almost just doing the basic things right.
Exceptionally well, yeah, and that's certainly a philosophy of Gail Parata, do the fundamentals exceptionally well, and that was Gail's tactic when she came and to start working with the Scottish Thistles, and you can see that through these both squads. They do the basics very, very well.
Notably under Gail Parata, Scotland, you had a test series win over Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, we had a 3-match test series last year and beat Trinidad 3 out of 3. So yeah, that was an excellent result, and a massive confidence booster for the squad that took to court, and for Scotland and the Scottish Thistle Army. It's that belief now that yeah, we're in and competing and contesting all these matches.
What's the challenge for netball in Scotland at the moment? You're in charge of the development section.
Yeah.
Do you need to try and reach netball out wider, sort of into regional Scotland?
Yeah, I mean, certainly head of population, we're sitting at just over 5 million. It's quite a small country looking at it for that, if you look at it in that way, but we are a far spread country. One of our Scottish Thistles, Bev Campbell, is from the island of Orkney. That's an overnight boat to get to the mainland.
So that's a fair crack to get to training.
Yeah, it is indeed. And Bev's now central base, but we have a lot of young players spread around Scotland who have these, that's an impact on their time and their training. So we are working on a regional basis around Scotland. We're very fortunate now through Sport Scotland funding to have 4 regional managers on the ground who are doing an excellent work at grassroots development, and we are hopeful in the next plan, which has just begun, that we will have full coverage over Scotland in the next 4 years and have a full team of regional managers out there working in depth with the clubs and the members.
And results are all important in terms of getting the funding, but also maintaining funding.
Yeah, it's all about sustainability, and that's a key part of the work the development team and everyone at Netball Scotland does. It's about empowering our people out in the community to take responsibility. We are the guiding force behind the sport in Scotland, and we will support and educate and guide, but we need people to step up and work and do the volunteer base very well, and we're fortunate in Scotland to have a great band of volunteers out there on the ground doing that for us, and we will drive that forward as we move on.
Well, hopefully there's a large Scottish contingent watching our coverage as well, because that certainly helps to spread the word and get people talking about netball as much as being inspired to want to play it as well. And there's some terrific role models in that Scotland team as well as in the South Africa team.
Yeah,
and don't forget that if you are watching, you can contact us as well on social media, hashtag Netball Europe, and use the handle at Netball Europe as well. And we'll see if we can drop in a few of those as we go along. We know that Gemma Sol's dad was in touch earlier, and wishing his daughter Gemma all the best, and she certainly has helped Scotland at the moment to keep in touch with South Africa.
No changes there, Alison, from Scotland. Just waiting confirmation if there's any changes. Just for South Africa, looking through the team, I think we have a new wing attack on court, if I'm right.
Right, just 2 goals in it. It's the slim advantage South Africa hold coming into this third quarter. Already some quick hands.
Yeah, great 1-2 there from Houthouse and out to her centre court.
Great work with the Scottish defence, getting that rebound and working that ball, moving it quickly down into their attacking third.
Scotland happy to keep possession, keep calm, don't force that ball. Yeah, and as I said, we just had confirmation that South Africa have a new wing attack on court.
Is that Luba?
Yeah, it's Luba.
Yeah. 22-year-old plays her netball for Gauteng North.
Oh, a bit of a controversial call there. You can hear the Scottish Thistles on court. They thought that was their possession ball, but
a few oohs from them. Oh, really reaching for it. She needed to then, Potgieter.
Takes the scoreline back to 2 out. South Africa centre pass.
So the right idea, I think, trying to find Potgieter there with the high pass into the circle, which is well challenged.
Saw the space, but good pressure from the defensive unit of the Scottish Thistles. They'd hands up, hands over, so forced the high ball off the back line.
Double marking going on.
Haley Mulhern went for the flyer there, just mistimed it ever so slightly.
Very vocal out there, vocal off court as well as on it from the support in the stands. The total lack of communication then, I think, between Gallagher and
yeah, it was, and
Murphy.
Yeah, it's a repossession call called against South Africa, though, so Scottish Thistles back with the ball.
Yeah, not costly as Scotland get possession back again. Oh, was just about held a balance and kept it all in play.
Yeah, that was good work by Lindsay Gallagher. Didn't have a long time to put the shot up, having to regain her balance first and foremost.
Rochelle Lawson to move the ball out for South Africa. To Berger. Potgieter gets free. Three in front.
Good backup from Rachel Forbes there at the centre pass. An error there with giving the possession back to South Africa. A long ball forward into their attacking third.
Oh, good challenge. Potgieter wins possession though. Nice shooting. South Africa team growing in confidence. 27-23. 4-goal advantage then, and the centre pass to try and make it 5. A little bit of a loose pass, but it wasn't to their cost. Oh, well.
Yeah, that was great pressure by Rachel Forbes, causing that error there. Giving Scotland the ball back. Oh, a lovely take by Claire Brownie.
She really called for it and she ran arm outstretched. So, oh, brilliant shot at distance for Gemma Soul. Breathing some more energy into this Scotland performance. Well, 2 players down. It's going to go Scotland's way. So Brownlee Murphy really wanting it then. Wondering why there was the call. She's got it now, Murphy. So trying to find Gallagher.
Oh, contact
called against Gallagher.
Yeah.
Long ball down to Berger, pops it into Potgieter. South Africa looking more like the world number 6 ranked team than they did in the first quarter.
flowing better now in attack for South Africa.
And they find Potgieter. Good hustling by the Scottish defence, keeping Potgieter out of play for the moment. And that long reach. Oh, that was a lovely take.
Yeah, it's a great reach. It was perfect placement of the ball by Berger.
Murphy on the ball, asking for some options. Scotland put in a lot of work on that.
Yeah,
move.
It's just that last ball composure that's needed. The feed into the circle.
Berger, long high ball.
Yeah, quick.
What can they do, Jerry, to try and stop that feed into Potgieter, because she's the one they seem to be targeting.
Yeah, it's very, very difficult. It's just all about, you know, different styles of defence, you know, mixing it up, making the attack, the feeders be nervous to put that ball in, to mix up what you're doing so that they're not reading you very, very well. That was a great ball into Gemma Soul there, a good strong take. Oh, an unfortunate miss.
Wants to count, don't they?
Yeah, that's. She'll not be happy with that, Gemma, but she'll work hard to win this ball back.
Another long ball. She's going to take a shot from there. Potgieter under the post of the rebound, but not needed. As the team gets better, so the shooting gets better, so the team's flow gets even more smooth.
Yeah, and we've got a slight disruption to the flow here. We've got a timeout from Scotland. Fiona Thiemann needing some attention to her right knee, I think she was indicating to the umpire.
See the players skipping there in the background, the favoured method of keeping warm on the sidelines.
Yeah, just a way of keeping warm so that if they're needed, they are well and truly ready to take to court.
You sometimes see exercise bikes on the side
that's
of court.
that's quite popular as well.
Keep the legs moving, keep yourselves warm. The England team earlier had a huge blanket wrapped over their legs to keep themselves warm.
Yeah, every team's got their own methods of, you know, preparation before, during and after. So you see different variations out there, Alison.
Well, I think we're going to have a look at some of the Potgieter shooting that has proved instrumental in South Africa clawing back the goal difference and then taking the lead in this match. They've got an encounter against England in a few hours' time, no less. Quick turnaround for South Africa it'll be.
Two tough games, yeah. Two tough games for both England and South Africa today, so tight turnarounds all round. South Africa keen to get this game back on court. They're all back in their positions, and
Thieman's going to have to get the hurry on if she's taking place back on court.
Few changes taking place here. We see Fiona Thiemann, she's moved back to goalkeeper, with Rachel Forbes going out to goal defence. Claire Brownies came back from centre to the wing defence, and we've got Fiona Moore off the bench, achieving her 50th cap today for the Scottish Thistles, into centre.
A lot of work for South Africa, for Scotland to make up here now then. Murphy on the edge of the circle. So Gallagher's going to have a shot at goal from there, and why not? It's well within her range, but South Africa move the ball out. And the Scottish players trying to block off the options in the mid-court, and they get the deflection.
That's the one they're looking for, so they're hunting that ball down, and Rachel Forbes coming out with a great take, but contact called there against Claire Brownie. Just to run through those changes that Scotland made for you again there, we've got Fiona Thiemann back at goalkeeper. Rachel Forbes has moved from wing defence to goal defence. We see Claire Brownie coming from centre to wing defence. Hayley Mulhern has gone to bench, and we see the introduction of Fiona Moore at centre. As I say, winning her 50th cap today for Scotland.
So here's more opting to go back before they can go forwards. Trying to feed into the circle, Gallagher will get it.
Murphy just taking her time to get her balance and composure there. Great shot by Lindsay Gallagher. That's what Scotland needs.
And so a little low five between Gallagher there and Gemma Soul encouraging each other. Scotland on the attack once more. South Africa rather. Have to stand by her side. Potgieter making no mistake. Gallagher finding Murphy. Low ball to Gallagher has worked a couple of times.
Yeah, they're a great duo. They're very well. They play in club together, and they've had lots of international experience together. Their read-off is excellent.
Yeah. All those changes Jerry made, mostly to shore up the defence, get some fresh legs on in the face.
Yes, some fresh legs, and you should say, you know, the South African attack was flowing very, very well. You see there, Rachel Forbes thought had won that ball cleanly, and quite a late call by the umpire, but it's back in South Africa possession.
Yeah, nicely shot by Holtzhausen.
Not missing much, Alison, South African shooters.
That's a strong challenge by Adele Niemant on Gemma Soul. Now Scotland. Trying to reduce that deficit.
Oh, that's a great challenge by Claire Brownie, winning the ball for Scotland. It's great tracking.
And just having a change of defence just means a change of style for South Africa to have to cope with.
Yeah, exactly. The South African attack now have to read new players in new positions, so it can just unsettle them, which it has done.
Murphy fine, Soul no.
Great drive by Erin Berger, and a lovely feed under post and converted.
Well, almost 10 goals in it now for South Africa. Really stretched their lead. They seem to give up the pace.
Very patient build-up from South Africa here. They're watching the zone defence of Scotland, looking for that gap, how to burst through it, play over it.
At the moment able to keep possession well.
Yeah, good work by the Scottish Thistles.
Scotland are doing well at keeping that pressure on South Africa, even if they're not getting the shooting opportunities that they were earlier in the match. And certainly not allowing South Africa to overly run away with it. Good ball out under pressure, and Scotland moving the ball down court very effectively. Gemma Soul's under a pretty big physical challenge down there in the circle at the moment. Gallagher not far away with that long-range attempt.
Yeah, and unfortunate for Gemma Soul there. Got the tip back on, but it fell into South African hands, and very, very quickly they're up in their own attacking third.
Offside called.
Yep.
Less than a minute to go in this third quarter then. Scotland with possession, trying to claw a goal back.
Forced back by South Africa, but it's the right thing to do. Keep possession, keep composed.
Oh, hugely long ball. But she had the space, saw that Gemma Soul's in the right position, and what a great shot to go with it. Big thumbs up from the tall goal shooter.
Excellent vision by Claire Brownie.
20 seconds left. Oh, a couple of loose balls from South Africa at the end of this third quarter.
Yeah, and all credit to the Scottish defence. They are causing these mistakes by South Africa.
Yeah, this should be another chance. Time's
Brownie.
ticking away. Wow. The goal won't count because the whistle blew. But great effort from Scotland though, with time.
Yeah, great
right
awareness of the clock ticking down and trying to get that ball up for an extra goal.
So the score at three-quarter time, Scotland trail South Africa 28-36, and that goal difference has certainly grown over the course of this match.
Yeah, 8 goals of difference now, Alison, and you know that's reflective of the game. You know, South Africa are moving the ball swiftly and slickly through, and their shooting stats are exceptionally high at the moment. They're taking most of their opportunities very, very well, but Scotland are still in touch. You know, a few turnovers, a centre pass, and they're back in the game.
Maggie Murray is tweeting, saying everyone is supporting the Thistles at home. Shout out for the regional team. Somebody you know, Gary.
Yeah, that's my boss. Hi Maggie, I know she'll be tuning in and following the Scottish Thistles over the weekend. She's on holiday at the moment. She's been a great leader in Netball Scotland, retiring very soon. And we wish her well on her retirement. We'll miss you, but you've left a fantastic legacy for netball in Scotland.
Has the search begun for replacements?
Yeah, it's out there, Alison.
Yes.
So yeah, it's all go
Interested
at the
parties
moment.
may apply.
Yeah.
Yes. Here's another one. Netball South Africa, in fact, tweeting that Gallagher has been the standout player for Scotland today, and she has been mighty effective, hasn't she, in goal attack?
You know, a fabulous player come through the ranks of Scotland. She's come through the strong pathway that's been created over the last few years, and you know, consistently high standard performances put out there by Lindsay Gallagher.
Catherine Rich says, loving the netball commentary almost as much as the cricket, knowing that I'm very often at a cricket match rather than at a netball court. And some congratulations relating to the earlier match that England played in. Congratulations, Natalie Morris, saying 50 caps for the brilliant Sasha Corbyn. Amazing work. And of course, Sam Murphy won her 50th cap today for Scotland.
And Fiona Moore.
And Fiona Moore, in fact.
Yeah, it's all happening. We'll just see
quarter.
live on screen there. Our operations manager, Karen Dunn, just looks as though she's tweeting away as well, Alison.
Everyone's getting on social media. You can use the handle @Netball Europe or indeed hashtag Netball Europe. There's that big almighty roar from the Thistles to indicate the start of the final quarter of this match. They've got a lot of work to do. They held a lead. They had a 5-goal lead in the first quarter, Scotland.
Yeah, came out the blocks firing.
That, won't they?
They certainly will. You know, they've got a long weekend of fierce competition ahead of us, and that's a massive confidence booster. More changes here in front of us, Alison. We've got June McNeil coming off the bench into goal shooter position. We see Gemma Soul moving out to goal attack, and Lindsay Gallagher putting on the wing attack for the Scottish Thistles.
Tell us a little bit about June McNeil then at goal shooter.
June is such a versatile player, one of the best team squad players you can have. She's a fantastic teammate, works her socks off. She's as effective in goalkeeper, goal defence as she is in the attacking unit. So, and as you see, she's just won the ball back for Scotland.
So here's
well held by Gemma Soul there, just overshooting it. So great pressure by the Scottish Thistles when they've lost the ball back there. unlucky for June there, just replayed ball.
At home to stand by her side, Gemma Sol, and sprinting back out to a position now she can move up into that centre third as goal attack. South Africa on the advance again.
Yeah, so just confirming those changes for Scotland. We've got Lindsay Gallagher at wing attack, Gemma Soul moved out to goal attack, and June McNeil to goal shooter.
The changes for South Africa come in the centre court and in their defensive third, which I'll tell you about in a moment. Yes, it goes in for South Africa. Yes, we've got Christians coming in at centre, Lauren Lee Christians. And in a moment we'll see, as the play goes back towards the goal third, we'll see the South Africa goalkeeper, who is now Fumza Mawene, who's played for Loughborough Lightning in the Super League, now jostling away beneath the post. And there she is, Mawene, all 6'1" of her.
Yeah, teammate of Rachel Forbes over the Super League season.
Quick ball from South Africa, trying to move that ball down towards their goal third. Good jostling, good defensive work.
Fiona Moore trying her best there to keep the shooter out the circle, but it's been called for contact. Oh, that's a lovely shot from Holthausen from distance.
Need somebody in the circle. And Gemma Sol is finding it very hard to find a way through just then.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room in that circle, it's very tight.
Thought that's going to be a quick one too then, that might have been the intention. Instead, Gemma Sol won't go for goal. But she can take a step forward now, and that will make it a lot easier. Good work. Good attempt at keeping the ball in play, but unfortunately a player in purple instead of white.
Oh, that's great transition of the ball through from Scotland.
Here's Sol again. We've got good energy this fourth quarter, and no let up on South Africa. They're keeping up their standard of play.
Keeping their focus, keeping the options open. It's great play by June McNeil, holding her space really strong.
Well,
yeah.
So, Sol going to have a shot, yes. Now be South Africa ball. Mawene feeding the ball out.
Great drive into the circle by Holthausen.
Fantastic work.
Yeah.
Tall, athletic player, Holthausen. So from the centre then, Holthausen looking for support, and they work the ball back in nicely. Potgieter strong on the rebounds as well. So 10 goals in it. Scotland keeping up that work rate. Fantastic drive into the circle.
Yeah, great timing there from all the attacking unit. Yeah, they're appreciating that.
They enjoyed that move.
They did enjoy it. It's nice to see.
Lube looking for, wow, she hit the target.
Ball.
Absolutely hit the target, found Holthausen. Great vision, great accuracy to send a pass that long, right under the post. So McNeil to Moore. Yeah, good work from Mulwaney. Great work, another athletic take. McNeil in prime position to shoot. Mulwaney gets the rebound, and now South Africa can work the ball away. Maintaining a 10-goal gap at the moment with the South Africans.
Yeah, I think Scotland would be keen not to let that extend any further, so we'll be very focused in possession now. And commentators
giving it away that time. That's up some turnover, they do. Well, that's the way to do it. Making it up with a great fly interception.
Yeah, the Scottish Thistles to reward Fiona Thiemann for that fantastic steal. No, unfortunately not on this occasion, so back on it.
8 minutes to go, plenty of time left for Scotland.
Yeah, that was good work by Claire Brownie.
I think Sol wanted the 1-2 then, heading into the circle, but no. Almost taken out the umpire as well. Could be a slightly hazardous position, can't it, being a netball umpire? Again, that zonal marking from Scotland as they try to block out the options in that centre.
Yeah, South Africa moved through it quite quickly on this occasion.
Oh,
good job, Fiona Moore.
Misreading. Oh. Sol, as you can see, McNeil wants it again. Who's in the circle? It's Gemma Sol.
Oh, it took an unfortunate bobble there, not clean enough. It's bounced back out.
Lube looking to feed it in. Holtzhausen wanted again, heading to the back of the circle.
Oh, it was great defence by the Scottish Thistles.
Great pressure by Scotland, winning the ball back once again. And they're putting in a performance for the Thistle Army to be proud of today.
Step on, Scotland, let's go!
Lube, oh, there's a lot of power on that pass.
Yeah, just placed in the wrong place, just slightly behind. It's a hard take. So it gives possession to Scotland.
And they work it around again.
Quick ball out.
We've seen some really athletic play from Scotland, some fast, accurate passing. We work into Sol again. Mulwaney doing a level best to counter the shot. Scotland have had a few opportunities missed in the last few minutes, that's for sure. The gap could have been closer than 10. Just over 5 minutes remaining. Scotland looking to keep up the intensity and match South Africa. The gap goes to 11.
South Africa centre pass.
Yep, Scotland need a turnover. They need a couple of turnovers. Holtzhausen working really hard in the circle to get free, but that's the interception. Now keep hold of it. That's the message.
Strong take, yeah, strong take by Rachel Forbes there. And the ball's very quickly up the other side. Oh, unfortunate feed in.
Just breaking down at the last moment, that move. Potgieter, Holtzhausen's made her way into the circle. Christians need some support. But again, well, Thiemann has been strong in that goalkeeper's position.
Yeah, she's been very strong. She's very tight and her angles are excellent. She's getting tip after tip and a few steals, so it's good strong position for her.
Holtzhausen for South Africa. Scotland a swift move down the court. Oh, brilliant. McNeil coming out of position, and then Gemma Sol doing the business at the post.
Excellent quick fast feed through to Gemma Sol. Nice to see that converted and rewarded.
How much of these patterns of play that we're seeing are down to Gail Parata then, and the style that of play that she brings to the Scotland side?
Yeah, Gail has brought such strength and depth to this squad. She's given them the confidence to put these balls through. They do, you know, work in set patterns obviously and set plays, but the team actually just have the confidence to let that ball flow now.
Sol, not sure she'll have the confidence to shoot from right out there, but she will now. She's a little bit closer. Oh, just a little bit too much. Oh, McNeil's done I was going to say, I did a great job.
Yeah, I thought she had to.
Last few minutes, Holtzhausen.
Yeah, still the 10 in it.
An infringement inside the circles. This gives a real opportunity now for South Africa. Yep, up to 43, an 11-goal margin again. Smiles on the face of the South African team. They're starting to feel a bit of that pressure relieved now that they know they're closing in on full time. The Scotland defence has got to come to the fore.
Oh,
that's back. Oh, great work.
Fabulous take by Fiona Thiemann. Quick ball through now.
Just a little loose at the other end. South Africa, whoa, long ball. Thiemann is there. I'm not sure that long ball is such a safe option,
been a bit unfortunate there.
Up as well.
Yeah, maybe the angle we're at. She's obviously been backing into the goal shooter there. She attempted to take that ball.
The gap becomes 12. South Africa have been able to exert their authority, but it has been a fine performance from Scotland, given the difference in ranking between the two sides.
Yeah, they can certainly hold their head up high. It's been an excellent performance.
So, Mawani gets the move underway. South Africa look to extend their lead. Christians, who can she find? Looking for Holtzhausen. Brilliant position under the post, and just that tiny half step back to give it a better angle.
Yeah, that was a great move from her.
Christians from centre lacking in options. Took a moment to send that pass off. Looking for the feed. Oh, good intercept again.
Must have ricocheted off the goal shooter. It's a Scotland possession.
Getting towards the final minutes of play. So Scotland looking to make it count. Wonderful split landings that Gemma Sol has the opportunity now. Makes it 33 for Scotland. The shout from the stands around us is "Go again, Scotland, go again." Nice long ball. Yeah,
that was well read by Neyman.
I think they needed to look for Gemma Sol then, and found space on the edge of the circle. But Scotland still have a last gasp chance to claw back another goal. McNeil's struggling to free herself.
Yeah, Neyman just putting the arm around June McNeil there. She tried to win the ball, so called for contact.
So Gemma Sol, penalty shots. Another infringement call, this time on Mawani. So it should be a free shot for McNeil, and she does. The huge cheers from the Scottish contingent. But the clock has wound down, and we'll hear the final whistle any moment. There it is. And, well, South Africa have beaten Scotland 45-34. They started off behind, though. Scotland had a 5-goal lead in the first quarter. South Africa have pulled it back, but Jerry Moore, Netball Scotland head of development, Scotland can be proud of the performance they've put into.
Yeah, they certainly can. It was excellent performance to face, you know, a top-ranking team such as South Africa, and to contest all the way to the, you know, well into the fourth quarter was fantastic. So yeah, they'll certainly take great learning from this and look forward to the next games tomorrow.
Standout players from the South Africa side?
Oh, I think Holthausen and Burgers feeds into Holthausen were excellent. They certainly drove through with their experience. You could tell just how level-headed. I think Neiman was a little bit frustrated with the amount of calls she got against her, but very strong in there in defence as well.
And for Scotland, we've already mentioned Gallagher as a goal attack when she was on court there. We saw some changes. She moved positions, but seemed to have a good game, and the shooting as well.
Yeah, shooting, and certainly you did, you know, perhaps we could have sunk a few extra. I think Fiona Thiemann had a great game in goalkeeping position when she moved back there. She certainly read it well. She took over that mantle really strong from Hayley Mulhern, who put out a great performance too. So yeah, all round lots and lots of positives for Scotland to take into the weekend.
And June McNeil brought on as goal shooter right at the end of the quarter. For that final quarter, so wasn't able to have a huge impact on the game, but she's had some added experience of playing out there, adding to her 40 caps and up against a top team in the world as South Africa. So it is the South Africans who ran out with victory over Scotland, and we will see South Africa again today because they take on England at 6:30 this evening. 2 more matches to come before that, so do stay with us. The games come thick and fast here. So thanks very much to Geraldine Moore for being with us for these last 2 matches, and we'll see you again throughout the tournament, I'm sure. But for now, see you in about half an hour's time for our next match of the Netball Europe Open. For now, it's bye-bye.